Welcome to Jeffco Stadium. We're in Lakewood for a matchup tonight that is a cross-bracket matchup. It's actually a day ahead of when all the playoff games get going in Class 5A. Two teams that missed it by that much. Both 3 and 6 coming in here. This is their 10th game of the season. It'll be the last game that they play. There's no other place to go after this one. So you leave it all out on the field, and for some fantastic seniors out here that will mention to you as we kind of go along on both sides of the ball. They'll be playing their last high school contest here, and who knows, maybe moving on to college to play, or maybe just moving on to college to further their educations. I'm Cory Lopez. Glad you're along with us, and thank you very much to the folks with the Chatfield Gridiron Club. We have been following Chargers football all season long, and what has been a difficult season to say the very least, with some promising finishes in some cases. The 3 big wins, and last week could have made the playoffs if they'd have upset Pomona. And a good start here for Sean Odell, who takes it inside the 10 and returns it out to about the 36-yard line. When we talk about last week's game, what a barn burner. It was an exciting game to watch. Whether you like offensive football, then that's what it was all about. 49-41, but in the end, Pomona came out on top and ended up getting the win. And they move on with one of the top seeds in Class 5A football for the playoffs. And for Chatfield, they needed to get that win last week to get into the playoffs. They're not. And so here we go. The opportunity for them to play their last game of the regular season and in this cross bracket to finish out the 2014 season. Odell will get a lot of carries here. We've seen over the last couple of games for the Chargers, they've changed up their philosophy a little bit. Sean Odell plays a lot more in the backfield now. And along with Acock. Kyle Winkler, of course, the senior quarterback here. A little play action as he rolls to the near side into the throw, and the catch here on the near side, and a wink-to-wink connection already. Jack Winkler out there with the catch. We've seen over the last 3 games a lot more of that going on. Jack Winkler, a big, tall receiver out there, and again, a pretty big target for his brother to find him out there. First down and 10, and a high snap. They get it off. Odell tried to find his way through, and a good job by Douglas County. And some of the names that we'll be talking about for Douglas County, we've seen a lot of them here, at least on Stream It Sports, that's for sure. But again, Joe Archuleta is out there. Austin Barmas, Biquette, or actually BK. Or did we figure that out when we were at Douglas County High School? I think it was Biquette is how they pronounce it. It looks like BK to me because I knew some BKs, but that's the way it works. Second down and 9 here. We've seen a lot of the Huskies, at least on Stream It Sports, with some games of the week here. Really wide open out in the flat there, and that's a good gain as the receiver will catch it and get down inside the 40-yard line. And Chase Johnson with the catch that time here on the near side. So the receivers, well, they spread them out pretty good. Lucas Uncle will get some carries from time to time, but Braden Gilbert, Chase Johnson, Jake Karstensen, Dalton Keene out there. And a 3rd down and 3. You can do a lot of different things, and you can't do it when the whistle blows and the flags fly, though. So we'll have to hold on and see what happens. If somebody jumped, a 3rd and 2 turns into a 3rd and 7. Yeah, a little procedure penalty, so we'll roll back the other way here. For Douglas County, not playing at the friendly confines of their own high school stadium, essentially. It's a district stadium for schools in Douglas County. The Huskies aren't the only ones that play there, but they're very good at home, but have not been able to win on the road. As a matter of fact, they're 0-4 on the road. Straight snap to Winkler as he rolls the right side. A lot of pressure. He didn't even have time to look. He's going to take off. That's what he's been doing the last couple of games. Runs out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. He's chased out over there by Joseph O'Brien, but Winkler a little more willing to take off and run. He's always been kind of the type of quarterback that will look downfield first before he takes off, and he still does that, but he's a little more apt to run now and use a little bit more of that athletic ability. So he takes it down to about the 35-yard line. So first down and 10. Typical start for Chatfield. That offense gets a rolling here. They get a little bit of a rhythm. Smoke route over to the far side. And the receiver is brought down on the far side right about the 31-yard line over there. good, quick throw over to that side. Gilbert was over there. I think that was to, ended up going to Dominic Braum over on the far side. Just that quick smoke route as the cornerback was off on that route. Right up the middle, there goes Odell. And boy, he's got a huge hole there. All the way down to the 17-yard line. Sean Odell has been getting the bulk of the carries the last couple of games. And again, right up to the line, ready to go here. Let's see if they quickly snap it. Yep, Winkler's going to have it. Going to give it off to Odell again. He's going to pick his way forward on the first down and 10 and get 2 or maybe 3 yards. And that's about it over on that far side. Boy, you got absolutely crushed over there after making it through. Luke Miller for Douglas County with the stop. The ball down to about the 14-yard line. Flight for Life headed to St. Anthony's over here. Winkler rolling, pumps once now, wants to throw it short of the end zone, and it's incomplete over on the far side. Looking over there on the far side, he was looking for Gilbert. But again, had to quickly release it. Didn't really get his feet set that time, but a penalty will actually move them forward here. First down and goal. And now they'll wind the clock. Odell with it, leaps over the top into the end zone from 1 yard out, and Chatfield on the board. Odell taking it in from a yard out for the Charger TD. First down and 10. My apologies. Gilbert did make the catch over on the far side. He bobbled it over there, but I actually got to look at it on the replay. I didn't think the ball was quite going to make it there, but he did get his hands down underneath it. So the catch got him down to the 1. Odell finished it off at the 1 yard run right over the top of the pile, essentially. Beckham Maris is out to try the extra point here. Kick up and good. 7-0. 2 minutes, 51 seconds, and that's how Chatfield has started a lot of their ball games here. Sean Odell from 1 yard out. How about that? Sean Odell last week against Pomona, 4 touchdowns for him. And what was a big game for him. Kyle Winkler played very well, and we saw essentially Chatfield played one of their best games all season long. Nearly pulled the upset on a team that is in the top 5 or top 10, depending on what polls you'll look at. And in the power rankings, they were ranked 6th. Nearly pulled that upset. So Odell with the touchdown from 1 yard out, and Chatfield on the board here. 7-0, and they will kick it away to Douglas County. Douglas County, a team that, well, they'll throw it from time to time. Kick taken at about the 5 yard line, and off that far side, pretty good return there, and knocked down at about the 30 yard line. Ben McGraw took that return inside the 10 yard line and ran it back out to about the 30 yard line. McGraw, that return's going to go back the other way. The hold. I saw a pancake move kind of on the replay there, so I think that's where the hold was. He's got to finish him off. So from the spot of the foul, first down and 10 from the 12 yard line. So an opportunity for the Chatfield defense to step up and get after it here. That ball is down at the 12. Chargers playing in their home black uniforms, those red numbers outlined in white, kind of tough to see. Huskies, the road whites here. Rope rule, throws it here to the near side, and it's caught and knocked out of bounds. McGraw will make the catch over here on the near side. Lucas Gunkel over there on the coverage. Well, we talked about Douglas County like to run the ball a little bit. They'd like to get after it. A 9 yard pickup, nope, call it 11. Enough to move the chains here up to the 24 yard line, first down and 10. Rope rule for Douglas County. thrown for about 908 yards. Running back, Kyle Newsom, J.P. Rubino. Rubino is the one who's going to get most of the carries, and Chatfield strings him out. Gator over there. There's no place for Rubino to go. Gator around, Barley around as well. A loss of 4 all the way back to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 14 now. Rule from the pistol, and he will keep it himself, and he's got nowhere to go. Gets slammed down at about the 19-yard line. Matt Gator playing the nose. Makes the tackle on Rope Rule, who's very athletic. Rope Rule can, well, we talked about him being able to fling it. 7 touchdowns on the season, but he can also run it a little bit. He's carried the ball 127 times already this season, running for just over 650 yards. Rubino will get it on the read option to about the 22-yard line. You don't really have a 3rd down and 13 play out there. The Huskies will have to punt it away here from their own 22-yard line, and boy, the Chargers got to be chomping at the bit after playing so well last week and not getting the W. He'd like to come out and really show a little something here. The snap over the head of the punter, chased down by Jellison, and Jellison will have to fall on it, and a safety for Chatfield. It's about all he could do. That snap was so high. I'm going to tell you, Jellison could have jumped. He had no chance. He needed almost a 6-foot stepladder to stand on top of and reach up and get that. That's how high that ball went over his head. A little bit of nerves from the long snapper. Wow, that is a rocket shot. So 9-0. The score here, and Chatfield will get the ball back, and again, they will free kick it from the 20-yard line, so still going to have pretty good field position if they can field it cleanly. Can't believe we're talking October 30th, and the temperature at kickoff was 61 degrees. Eventually, it's going to snow here, I think, but we'll see. And I start to wonder, believe me. Zach Parks, one of them will kick it away, taking it about the 41-yard line with the up man here for the Chargers, and he'll just lower his head and take it all the way to the 41 of Douglas County. Well, I'll tell you what, the Chargers are, knowing this is the last game, you kind of get the sense that you kind of lay it all out on the line. Nice return by Kevin Sinell. They'll put it down at the 43. Great field position for the Chargers, and they'll go right back to work. Winkler, read option, going to keep it himself. A little play action there, and on the crossing route, caught. And that is Gilbert, still making his way forward down to the 19. Braden Gilbert that time. And Winkler had enough time. Gilbert started in the slot on the other side, came all the way across the field. 24 yards on the crossing route and the subsequent yards after the catch. The timeout going to be called here by Douglas County. Give us a chance to tell you that no one knows the South Jeffco house market quite like Steve Westfall with RE/MAX Professionals. 20-plus years of local experience. Steve can help you with your buying or selling needs. You can call him 303-716-3633. Part of the Chatfield Gridiron Club. Find them at chatfieldfootball.com. You want to be a part of what they're doing here. Thank them for inviting Streamlit Sports to be a part of the broadcast here all season long. It's been an interesting ride. I'd say it's been a fun ride. They've had a couple of very close games that did not go their way. You turn those around, you pull a big upset. I'm thinking of Bear Creek, I'm thinking of Pomona, and things would be much differently. And of course, that certainly was the goal, to roll into the playoffs, try to win the Jeffco. You've got Ralston Valley, who wins the Jefferson County Conference. Pomona finishes second in the Jeffco. Bear Creek, that's right there. Very good. Lakewood, pretty good club as well. Jump pass by Winkler, and that was going to be knocked down. Hey, I'll tell you what. His receiver was pretty bracketed over there. He was looking for Gilbert. And nope, he was actually looking for Odell, but he could not find him. The design was there. Defense read that one pretty well. Winkler spins back the other way, but there's just no place for Odell to go. He's going to lose yardage here, back to about the 21, maybe 22-yard line. Winkler actually spun toward his right shoulder and did essentially a 360 to get around and get it to Odell. It didn't fool the defense, though. They were watching the blockers. So the ball back to the 21, and here we go. This time he fakes that spin back and now rolls to the right. Check down, has it there on that right side, knocked out of bounds just short of the end zone. Gilbert with the catch and the run over to that far side. Well-designed play that time.
14, Chase Johnson, the catch and run, first and goal for Chatfield.
And on the tackle is Brandon Butera. Butera is there. Winkler. Whoa, a little pass underneath here. That shuttle pass and not enough room. Good job by the defense for Douglas County. They got pretty good penetration and it kind of blew everything up. I'm surprised that the receiver actually made that catch.
Loss of 2 to the 3.
Yeah, they were looking for Odell. Well, anywhere that number 2 goes, teams have figured out that if you can get down there and cover it, and he was lined up in that H-back position. Kyle Newsom got his paws on him right there. Back to the I-back. Odell race is on. Touchdown. Chatfield. Odell's got 2 touchdowns already. Half his total from last week. He's already got it, and there's 5:42 to go in the first quarter. The run from the 3-yard line. 6 plays, 43 yards, and boy, the Chargers are rolling. Well, in a sense, you take out a little bit of frustration that you got going too for the season. Things just did not go your way. Beckham-Harris with the extra point. The right foot.
Extra point good by number 31.
And it goes straight and true. 16 to nothing. 5:42 to go here, and Chargers jumping out to a huge lead on Douglas County to open things up. What do you need? New tires or brakes as winter rolls along? There's no better place than Les Schwab of Littleton. You can give them a call at 303-798-4071. Stop in the West Bowles Avenue location. The fall sale continuing for another couple days. 5:42 to go here in the first quarter, and well, nothing's gone Douglas County's way, that's for sure. You think about it. Chatfield drives down, scores a touchdown, force a 3 and out. The punt, the snap for the punt goes over the head of Jellison. He chases it down. It's to fall in the end zone. Then the free kick is fairly short. A good return to the 43, and Chatfield takes 6 plays and takes it down into the end zone. Sean Odell's got 2 touchdowns here. Return this time up to the 31-yard line.
Takes the kick out across the 30-yard line.
Pretty well covered that time. The return by Trenton Rillinger, one of the receivers for Douglas County. And that's where Rope Rule and the Huskies will start here. Second possession for them of the game, and they find themselves down 16 to nothing. For Douglas County, as you better put something together, that's for sure. Because you give it back, the defense is still trying to figure out Kyle Winkler. And we saw a nice new wrinkler. We saw that shuttle pass. We also saw essentially what is a bootleg. The H-back kind of pulls to the right side. Throw, that one bounced up in the air and knocked down. Boy, good pressure from the left defensive end, and who else? Matt Gator got his big paws up there and knocked it down. Rule was looking here to the near side, and Gator just got up there. That ball actually popped straight up in the air. Nobody saw where it was, and now somebody moved on that left side. And Douglas County's going to start walking backward. It's got to be tough when you think about it. Last game of the season, so you want to be motivated for that, but at the same time, you miss the playoffs. It's a cross-bracket game. You know, this is the last one you're going to play, and it's tough knowing that you had a chance. Douglas County beat Castleview, who I believe made the playoffs. Rubino is going to be caught in the backfield and wrapped up. He dipped his shoulders like he was going to come inside, and Barley got to him as he was trying to bounce it back out to the outside. The junior Maurice Barley with the tackle for a loss of J.P. Rubino. Third and 21 here from their own 20-yard line. Another 3 and out possible. Rule trying to get him on the hard count, not going to happen, and Rope Rule's going to keep it here on the right side, now trying to pick his way through, cut it back the other way. A gain of a couple. Tracked down by Barley. Matt Gator was kind of in the middle of that, but also out there was Conrad Bristol.
Get 3 to the 23. That'll bring up 4th down.
So a gain of just 3, and here comes the punt team for Douglas County. How nervous do you think the long snapper is on this one? He centered one back about 20 yards the last time he was out there. He did it again. Wow. This one headed to the back of the end zone, out of the end zone. It is another safety. Wow. And we told you that we've seen Douglas County 3 times already this season on some of our games of the week here on Stream It Sports. I don't remember that ever happening. That's true. Yeah, and Phil brings up the fact that Douglas County, well, I mean, it's 3-6 team. They struggled a little bit, although we saw a pretty good game with them against. It was a Chaparral game. You're right. And I think 13-7, I think, was the score. So yes, a lot of punts in that one. It was a defensive struggle the entire way. Back-to-back safeties on center snaps on a punt that go right over the head of the punter. Back-to-back. As long as I've been calling high school sports, I've not seen that before. The free kick from the 20-yard line going to be taken at about the 33. Yep, man, for Chaparral. And up to about the 48-yard line. I think Seidel got it again.
Trenton Rylander, number 17, in there as well defensively.
Yeah, I think he did. He took it the last time on the free kick. Got a nice return. This one not quite as good, but great field position for Chatfield. They'll start from their own 49-yard line, up 18-0. Winkler steps up in the pocket now, looks downfield. Now he's going to take off and get out of bounds. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got chased out by Luke Miller over there.
And make it no gain, 2nd and 10 at the 49.
And Weston Joslin also just didn't have anybody to throw to. And that pocket collapsed pretty quickly on him. 2nd and 10 for the 49. Odell's got this one and got nowhere to go. Wow.
There is a tackle for a loss.
Sean Odell just had absolutely nowhere to go. That was Weston. Or Joslin, actually, I should say. Weston Joslin.
48, 3rd and 11.
different name. Johnson coming in from his outside linebacker position, just shot the gap that time. A loss of a yard. So 3rd and long here. What do you do? 3rd and 11. Winkler, obvious passing situation here. You've got 3 guys with their hands in the dirt for Douglas County. Are they going to bring the blitz? They will. A gap. And a handoff to Odell. Just that little delayed draw that time. Boy, Winkler got blasted out there. The run by Odell up to the 48-yard line. And Luke Miller got caught right in the pile there. 4th down coming up, maybe. Winkler steps up there very quickly. Gain of 4 yards. You got 4th and 6 here, and they actually got him to jump. Now you think about going for it. Put the hand down where the center can see it. Normally it's another beat, and the ball is snapped. And Douglas County was thinking that's what was going to happen.
Price of the snap. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards.
Well, now you're kind of in that no man's land where you're not going to kick a field goal, obviously, and it would be almost a 60-yarder, but there's no reason to punt the way your offense is going. You've got to figure you could probably get 3 yards, maybe not. Spinning, Dalton Keene leaning forward. He's not quite going to get there. They'll get it to about the 42-yard line, and that's it. They gave it to the lanky sophomore out there. And Douglas County made him have to try to bounce it outside. Good effort, but just could not get there. Gain of only a yard, so turned over on downs under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, that play was absolutely blown up. And that was, again, the big guy, Weston Johnson, who came in there. So Douglas County, the opportunity to get the ball. 3rd time they'll have the ball here tonight. 2 quick 3 and outs. Rubino, left side off tackle, leans forward to about the 46-yard line.
Next gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Huskies at the 46.
We may see a little bit more of Rubino, that's for sure. A run of about 4 that time. Long look to the sideline there. Rope rule, the quarterback from the pistol set, and Rubino. Nope, he's going to keep it, and that's Rule. And I saw Rubino running free and suddenly realized Rule kept it, and a good read by the defense for Chatfield. They flowed right to that far side, and there was no place. Rope rule to go. Isaac Slay over there. Joe Sartini. Just a couple of guys that were right there, and no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and long again. 3rd and 6 this time for Douglas County. Blitz coming up the middle. Quick throw here to the near side. Not really a slant route. It's enough for the first time. It'll give him progress to about the 46-yard line. As he finds Trent Rillinger on the near side. 8-yard pickup that time, and their first down of the game for Douglas County. Pistol set again, slot to the short side of the field. Rubino steps aside of one tackler and will lean forward to about the 43-yard line.
Down to the 42, 2nd and 6 after a
Dalton Keene in on the tackle from his safety spot that time. He got up there pretty quickly. That one could have got out of hand. 4-yard pickup. Rubino made one Charger miss in the backfield. 2nd and 6 now. Rule to keep it himself to about the 41-yard line. Actually followed his backer in there. Gator in the middle of the play there. John Gerd is also there for Chatfield. The quarterback keepers, though, on that read option, it just doesn't develop the way that Rope Rule is seeing out there. Rule will keep it, but Charger defense so quick to jump on him. Rubino's had a couple of nice runs, but again, they're really keeping an eye on number 11 out there. Long count, 3rd and 5 here. Now he'll get it. Looking over the middle now, throws here to the near side, and incomplete. There's a flag on the far side over there. I was actually watching as one of the receivers went down over there.
There is a flag at the 20-yard line of Chatfield.
Well, this may go against Douglas County, though. Judging by the way Ryan Sayre is kind of reacting over on the far side. And this is way away from the action.
Pass interference on the defense, number 33. 15 yards from the previous spot.
Personal foul away from where Ryan Sayre was at.
Still with a penalty, 1st and 10, Douglas County. Ball on the Chatfield 25-yard line.
Oh yeah, where Sayre ended up getting knocked down. Garrett Hoshaver. Not a pass interference, but a personal foul. Just said, give him the forearm shiver away from where the ball was at. Hand off to Rubino around that left side. A run of about 11 yards. Big hole over there, and you hear the horn, and that's the end of the first quarter. Well, a little momentum now over to the Huskies side of things. Rubino takes it about 11 yards down to the 25-yard line. End of the first quarter here. We'll say thank you to the folks at Chick-fil-a in Littleton, C470, and Kipling. One of our sponsors here, part of the Chatfield Gridiron Club, bringing Stream It Sports on. And if you'd like your sporting event broadcast at your school, easy to do. Just email Phil at Stream It Sports. There you go, 18-10. Couple of 9-point plays. No, 2 safeties in this one, believe it or not. A handful of games going on tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on some of the scores. The playoffs get going big time tomorrow in Class 5A. And a few games on Saturday as well. Then everybody else get matched up in the playoffs. But again, the 32-team bracket's got to get going a week earlier in Class 5A. Douglas County's got a little something going here. With the personal foul, 15 yards, and then Rubino with the nice run all the way down to the 12-yard line. A 13-yard pickup, as it turns out. So 1st down and 10. Rule in the backfield by himself here and will keep it himself. Picks his way through, leans forward down to about the 6-yard line. He actually really ever tackled him until right at the very end, but he just kind of dove forward. Going to put it down at the 8, though. Say his knee was down a little sooner. Gain of 4. Douglas County wanting to get right back into this one here from the 8. Rule will keep it again, dancing his way forward into the end zone, touchdown. 8-yard touchdown for Rope Rule and Douglas County, and they are within 12 right now with the extra point pending. Funny how the momentum can change on a team. 3rd time that Douglas County's had the football. First 2 times, 3 and outs, and snaps that have gone over the punter's head turned into safeties, and suddenly they got a little bit of tempo in their offense. Parks with the extra points, and he just made it. So the Huskies back to within 11 here. The touchdown up on the board. Rope Rule from 8 yards out. 8 plays, 58 yards. So 11:20 to go here in the first half. Well, we talked about it. For Douglas County, they don't want to throw the ball a lot. Rule hasn't quite thrown for over 1,000 yards, but it showed that he's willing to do it. But at the same time, they like to run the ball. They like that read option. Get Rubino the ball a few times, pull it out from the belly, and let Rule run around a little bit, and prove very successful on that drive there. Zach Parks getting set to kick it away. A little bunch formation here on the near side. They will indeed kick it away. Short kick going to be taken at about the 20-yard line. The up man's got a hole. And all the way to the 50-yard line.
Near the 50 on the kick return. Great Jefferson, number 6, ends up running him down. 29 in the return. First and 10.
Sean Odell got up there, and he was actually one of the up men, knowing that the kicks aren't quite as deep. Took it and then turned on the jets. They're going to spot it down at the 49-yard line. Kyle Winkler and Chatfield trying to answer after Douglas County put together a nice drive and put their first points up on the board. Winkler all by himself back there. Looks, throws over the middle, got his man, caught there, the little check down, and 10 yards and more. Off to the races he goes, here to the near side. And good night. Sean Odell with touchdown number 3, this time through the air. 51 yards.
51-yard TD catch and run.
Wow. Any coach in the world would love to have a check down that turns into a 51-yard touchdown, and you have a back like that. That's unbelievable. Well, the folks at Colorado School of Mines be happy and golden to have him. They'll find some way to use Sean Odell, that's for sure. Yeah, they'll be very happy about that. 3 touchdowns for Sean Odell. That one, the catch and run variety, 51 yards.
The 2-point try was good, but it depends on the flag that was thrown.
Well, they fake it and go for 2, but again, there's a flag out there. We'll have to see the discussion going on the far side. Always line up in that formation, and it's actually the center that doesn't hike it between his legs. He has to just pick it directly up from the turf and flip it back as a center. That is allowed. So we'll see.
Illegal formation on the offense. Not enough men on the line. We're going to replay the try.
Yeah, still got to get 7 guys up on the line, though, with that formation. We have seen Chatfield get in trouble for the snap, where it's been a double clutch snap from that position. It has to be one clean flick back. So now they'll line up for a little longer extra point. Becca Marins is used to that. She had a few of those here this season. This will actually be a 25-yarder, and it's up and good.
25 yards, good by number 31, Becca Mears with 10:50.
Well, you did the math, and you think as you're at 24-7, or excuse me, yeah, at 24-7, you put 2 up on the board, it gives you a little more distance. Makes it a 19-point game, makes it a 4-possession game, essentially. But the try unsuccessful, but stopped before it got going because the procedure penalty, so you just tack on the extra. So an 18-point game. 3-possession game. Somebody on that sideline's got a card there and had it figured out. Well, it's when it comes to the defense for Chatfield, and having seen 5 or 6 broadcasts now, we had a game of the week broadcast with Chatfield as well. The defense is not consistent. So You get as much distance away as you can. I take you back to the second game of the season when they took on Horizon at First Bank Stadium up north. They had a 19-point lead and ended up losing to a very good Horizon club who, by the way, for making it into the playoffs, gets to open up against Ballard this weekend. So, yeah, good luck with that one, Coach Wybara. And that is one that I would like to see. I really would, because I think they can hang with them, but Ballard's pretty good. Had a chance to see them a couple of times this season. They've been beaten twice and by teams in state, which hadn't happened since 2012. 28-game win streak snap. Rope Rule's going to keep this one himself and back his way down to the 30-yard line. He actually picked up 3 yards on it.
Right down at the 30, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, there's some interesting first-round matchups. Of course, the 1 and the 32 is not so great, but you go the other way. And Valor is not a number 1 seed. Rubino over to the right side and a good open field tackle. For Chatfield, Lucas Gunkel took him out low.
Loss of a yard to the 29.
Ball back at the 29, so a loss of a yard.
Bristol was on the last stop.
Rubino has gotten a couple of sizable runs. 8-yard gain and then a run of about 13, but instead of that, he has not found much running room. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Rule going to the right side, and it is actually knocked down. Somebody got a paw up there on it. That's Gerd, I think, that got his hand up there and broke that whole thing up. So a 3 and out, and the ever exciting long snap to the punter coming up. 2 of them have gone over the head of Jellison, who does the punting here. A little high, Jellison 1 step and got it away. That's pretty impressive. Bounding ball will get all the way to the 45-yard line. He had no time. It's like flick the ball out there, get the leg to it, get it off.
Near the 45 of Chatfield by number 26, Cade Smith. 1st and 10, Chatfield on its own 45-yard line. Punt good for 26 yards.
About a 20, well, thank you, Mr. PA announcer. I was trying to figure it out. 26 yards on the punt. Better than a safety, and that's what's happened the last couple of times that Douglas County has punted. Winkler going for it all. One time down the near side, leaping, and he can't hold on to it in his hands, but when he landed on the ground, it came loose. He was looking for Sean Odell, who was on a straight go route all the way down this near sideline. There's a flag right there on the offensive line. They're going to back him up a little bit more.
Holding. Offense, number 59.
A holding that time. Oh boy, he had that one, but he was kind of in the air and he was trying to tuck and roll, and the ball just kind of came loose before he even hit the ground. Back to work they go. Winkler rolling here to the right side, looking, nobody's open. He's going to keep it himself and take it to about the 37.
They're keeping for minimal yardage, bumped down by number 54, Weston Jocelyn.
Jocelyn over there. Well, I'll tell you what, Weston Jocelyn has been all over the place. Winkler got a couple of yards that time, just kind of scrambling forward. Good coverage by Douglas County. Winkler will give it. Odell trying to get to the outside, not going to. He has run all the way back. Didn't even have to take him down. They just said forward progress was stopped there. And Brandon Butura is there. He has disrupted a couple of runs by Odell. As they try to get to the outside, it's hard to do on this Husky club. They set those edges. They really make you have to kick it back inside. The most success that Chatfield's had is to actually run it between the tackles. Up over the top, down the seam, caught there.
Number 13,
Down to the 41-yard line, and again, a wink-to-wink connection.
Joseph O'Brien brings him down with some
Kyle to Jack.
Chatfield.
Again, you run the tight ends, and you just run it right down the seam. And you start to forget about them sometimes. And that's what happens with Chatfield. They'll lull you to sleep a little bit. They'll hit the likes of Braden and, of Gilbert and Odell. And then they'll rip one down the seam. Tough finish. Kyle Newsome there. Boy. I'm not going to throw a flag on that one, but all the way back, I think we've got a hold here, unless the Whitecap didn't like the way the play finished off. 8:35 to go here in this first half. This could be big for the Chargers.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 7 on the defense. It's going to be 15
Got him for a personal foul there.
We'll have the first down.
So with a penalty, it's now first and 10 Chatfield, ball on the Douglas County.
Rudely thrown to the ground. So the ball to the, we'll call it 23-yard line here. After the 15-yard penalty, the personal foul, pistol set. Winkler ready to go to work and fakes the pitch. Will keep it himself. Right up the middle he goes. Stiff arm, get to the outside. Can he get to the end zone? No. Got to about the 2. Nifty play there. Winkler with the great ball fake to Odell on the left side. And there was a huge hole there for him. 21-yard pickup. First and goal now for Chatfield. Winkler's going to go up under center. When they get inside like that, quarterback sneak, pushing, touchdown. Well, he ran 21. Give him the other 2. 5 plays, 55 yards, and the Chargers right back on the scoreboard here. By the way, Kyle Winkler ran for a touchdown last week. So a little more apt to run. Kyle's going to play baseball. We know that in college, but boy, what a fun run in football he has had, and run literally. He's the last couple of games, we've really seen him take off a lot more than we thought we would see this season, but it's been to the benefit of Chatfield.
The extra point good by number 31.
Barris with the extra point.
In the first half. Chatfield 32, Douglas County
It's 32-7 now. Whether you're buying or selling a home, the Westfall team can help. 20-plus years experience selling homes in the South Jeffco area. Call 303-716-3633 for free market analysis or consultation. Steve Westfall at RE/MAX Professionals. Well, what a run. Chatfield already with 32 points up on the board here in this first half. I mean, we've seen him put some serious points up. The defense is playing very good here tonight against a tough team to defend in Rope Rule and J.P. Rubino. He's got some pretty good receivers. Kyle Newsome is another guy that they like to get out of the backfield, but Ryan Sayre and Connor Loveland, Trent Rillinger, they've tried to stay on the ground most of the time. Upman is going to take this one to about the 12-yard line as he slips through and finally is tripped up to the 33-yard line. A nice return by Rillinger for Douglas County. They'll start from their own 33-yard line, and the Chatfield defense will trot back out there. .809 to go here in this first half. And the Chargers ready to go. You can see them. They are out there and ready. Early start, kicked off 6 o'clock Mountain Time, so a lot of games probably just going to be getting underway here in a little bit. And a lot of these are going to be cross-bracket games. I don't know if there's any actually playoff games going on a Thursday. Are there? Phil shaking his head yes. Yeah, we might have a couple. Rule Delayed draw. Rubino trying to get to the outside, and there's going to be a hold on top of losing a yard there. Blown up. Dalton Keene coming in. Gerd is there, and Matt Gator as well.
Holding. Offense, number 64. 10 yards from the side of the foul. Still first down.
So with the penalty ball back in the Douglas County 23, the Huskies with the first.
Arapahoe and Pomona playing in the playoffs, and a Jeffco team there. And an old Jeffco team there in Arapahoe. Used to be a big part of that. We'll keep an eye on some scores for you, as everybody's going to start kicking off here pretty soon. Rule going to keep it himself. Got a big hole up the middle. A little stutter stepping up to about the 34-yard line.
Across the 30 to about the 34. Gain of 11, that'll bring up the 7.
First down, or excuse me, after the hold, it's now 2nd and 9. You got 11 yards back. That pistol set. Rubino is on his hip most of the time. Tight end offset on the left side. Got 3 in the pattern. Rule looking here to the near side. The out route. It's caught here on the near side and immediately ushered out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Hochshaber on the coverage. Staple with the catch. Going to be close to a first down, and the white cap says, yeah, it is a first down.
First and 10 at its own 43, gain of 9.
And all of a sudden, Douglas County looked like world beaters again. And I don't know if that's a function of the Chatfield defense all of a sudden letting down a little bit, or if it's actually the Huskies kind of finding a little something. Option play. Rule's going to keep it himself, and he has huge room. Escapes the tackle, running to the far side, and now the Chargers start to catch up with him. He's still dancing forward to about the 32-yard line. He had 10 yards before anybody realized that he was racing down the middle part of the field. Keene had to come all the way down to make the tackle. Mitchell Johnson as well from their safety spots. A huge pickup. 25 yards on the run. And with 6:50 to go here, they go from that pistol, and Rubino gets it and is stopped immediately. Barley and Gator. Great penetration, but we've got a Charger that is still a little slow to get up.
See the second down after injury time.
Let's see, that's Conrad Bristol. He got caught up in that pile there. No gain on the play, but an injury. Timeout here. They make sure Bristol's okay. Winter is on the way, allegedly. Started to head toward November, so I haven't seen any snow down there. Yeah, one day left. And then we're into November, and well, we'll see. There's supposed to be snow in the mountains this weekend. Got a World Cup that's going on up in the mountains here in the next couple of weeks. I mean, got to get a little snow up there. Anyway, Les Schwab can certainly help you prepare for what we swear is on the way, and that is a little bit of the white stuff. Whether it's tires, brakes, batteries, maybe something else, they can help. Visit the Littleton location east of C470 at Bowles. It's Les Schwab. 6:33 to go here in the first half. Well, coming off slowly, and it kind of is what happens when you get caught up kind of in the middle of the pack sometimes. Get rolled up on or landed on, and a leg gets tucked underneath. Second down and 10. Rule looking to pass. He'll throw it here to the near side, and it's incomplete. Looking to run first. Trent Rilliger took his eyes off it.
Nearly kicked by number 12.
Didn't have a lot of room to run.
Number 17, Trenton Reilinger. Third down and 10 at the 32.
So 3rd and 10 coming. Only opportunity for the Charger defense now to step up and make a play here. 4 down territory most likely for the Huskies, though. Kind of sit in that no man's land at 32. Parks doesn't have an extremely big leg. I think we saw him kick over the games that we've seen this season, 35-yarder, but this would be at least 45 plus if it was from here and they didn't gain any yardage at all. But 4 down territory when you're trailing 32-7. Rule rolling to the near side, trouble coming, throws, and it's caught. Beautiful catch, leaping up in the air at the 23-yard line. The referee does indeed come over, and a nice catch by Ryan Sayre, the junior over there. Got the heel down before it touched the boundary line. And a gain of about 10 yards. They're going to have to bring it all the way across, though, and measure it.
And here comes the chain game.
So 6:16 to go here in this first half. Yeah, boy, nice job. Actually we got a chance to see kind of on the replay. And I'd say a very fair spot. Almost, he might have gotten an extra nose of the football there to put it right at the 22-yard line.
And it is enough.
Yeah, you heard the public address announcer say by the nose of a football. That spot was about an extra nose of the football. It's neither here nor there. It's tough enough. You're running. You're making sure you get 1 foot in. Got it. And he actually ended up getting 2 feet in that time. But then when he stepped it forward, he put his left foot down to put the spot in there and put it right there at the 22-yard line. So Douglas County rolling at 4 down territory. They were going to go for it anyway. There's the football. Rule will keep it himself. Another huge hole up the middle. Well read. He takes it down to the 9-yard line. Boy, that is just absolutely opening up. And Rule, who struggled early there in that first quarter, making the wrong reads, is now seeing that the middle linebacker's pulling out of there, and there's a huge hole in the middle. $13 yards on that run, under 6 to go here in this first quarter. Rubino going to shift to the right side of Rule. And Rule looking to throw short here to the right side, and the receiver had actually cut the route off a little bit that time. The first time I've seen Lee Cates out there. Cates, the intended receiver, but he was actually digging back toward the inside, and Rule threw it to the outside. Pretty good coverage out there. Hoshaver, I believe, was out there. No, Lucas Kunkel was on the coverage, actually. So 2nd and 9 here. Rule pumps, delayed handoff. Rubino going to try to get to the outside now. Got a little bit of room there. Blocker out front, down to about the 1-yard line. Rubino had nowhere to go and turned it into something pretty nice. 8 yards. Hoshaver fighting through a block to get up there and at least slow him down enough and then get some help over there. All the way down to the 1. Boy, he really had nowhere to go. Matt Gator came flying in there. And then bounced to the outside. Rubino going to keep it himself. Up the middle, touchdown. Rope Rule with the run, 9 plays. 67 yards and their second touchdown up on the board. Now it's about every other possession after Chatfield scores. Douglas County able to put some points up on the board. They will go for 1 here. cut the lead down a little bit again. A wobbler, but it's good. Boy, the knuckler never really got off the ground much, enough to clear the line and just make it over the crossbar. 32-14. Huskies on the board here for a second time tonight. The run of 1 yard by Rule, but boy, I'll tell you what, that is something they'll look at halftime. Rule with an 8-yard run the first time around, but for the Chargers, defensively, they're going to have to try to figure out a way to lock that down, because when Rule is going with that read option, when it goes to Rubino outside of that 8-yard run that got him down to the 1 yard line, Rubino hasn't gone anywhere. They've done a good job of blocking him down, but now Rule's starting to pull the ball out and run himself, and he's picked up chunks of yardage. Park to kick it short. Leaning inside, the return here to the right side, but down to about the 37-yard line. Odell got that one. Boy, as many times you try to kick it away from number 2, somehow he always got a nose for the ball, doesn't he?
Chargers will set up shop at their 37.
Here comes Chatfield again. Kyle Winkler will bring them out. Slot right. He's rolling here to the right side. Now looks to throw it back. They set the screen up to Odell on that left side. Blockers out front, and he'll take it to about the 50-yard line. Well-designed play. They're actually going to put him down at about the 49. 14 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's like somebody lights a fuse, and away goes Chatfield again offensively. Low snap to Winkler. Quick slant right over to the far side, caught there down to about the 41-yard line. It's like they're into their 2-minute offense. They're not really. Braden Gilbert with the catch. But they've changed up the pace a bit. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 here. Right to the line, and the snap right away. Odell this time, up the middle. Tough yardage to the 39-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. And now a flag comes out. Woo! Boy, you got pretty good height on that flag that time. It was right in the middle of where that discussion is taking place down there, and all of a sudden it looked like a firework. Shot up out of there. I think Chatfield's going backwards. They had a personal foul. They had 2 personal foul penalties in the same play last week that killed them. They were right there. Opportunity to score, and the extra point ended up being, they pushed them 30 yards farther back. Taking their time to kind of figure out what's going on. I'm not sure which way this is going to go, because we actually saw some Husky players walking by on the replay here. So Whitecap to sort it out. There we go. It was against the Huskies. I thought that's what I saw.
With a penalty, the ball being moved to the Douglas County 24. 1st and 10 for Chatfield.
Well, the Chargers catch a break. And now from the 24 of Douglas County, Chatfield, Kyle Winkler out there. He's got it. Give it off to Odell. Left side. Got a little bit of a hole over there. Still leaning forward on his feet. Hard to bring down to about the 12-yard line.
Down by contact was number 7, Connor Acock.
Oh, my apologies. The public address announcer actually said that was Connor Acock. And it was Acock. About the same size.
1st and 10 at the Douglas County 12 for Chatfield.
Acock with the carry. And now Winkler here to the near side. Got his man. That's Gilbert. Whoop. I thought maybe we'd get a flag there with a face mask. Instead, had a part of the pad there, and he'll take it down to about the 4.
Taylor Lammers, who made the catch and took it to the 4, 2nd and 2.
8-yard pickup and 2nd down and actually 2. They can get a 1st down. Quick snap, given up, running back, forward into the end zone, touchdown.
His way in for a touchdown for Chatfield. A 4-yard TD run.
Connor Aycock with the carry and a 4-yard touchdown run. How about that? Making like a fullback there. He had one man to beat standing on the goal line, and instead of trying to run his way around it, he just lowered his head and took him into the end zone with him. Aycock with his first touchdown here tonight. Boy, he absolutely buried Chris McDowell out there. Beckham with the extra point, and it's 39-14. So a lead of 25 for Chatfield. You got to feel comfortable, but you got another half to play. You still got 3:25 to go here in this first half. Thanks to Garbanzo Mediterranean Grill right there at the corner of Bowles and Wadsworth and Littleton. Our sponsors here tonight and a part of the Chatfield Gridiron Club. Find them at chatfieldfootball.com. Mention the list of seniors. We've seen a lot of them play. Connor Aycock, one of them. Of course, Sean Odell. He's got himself a couple of touchdowns tonight. Kyle Winkler's thrown a touchdown, run for another touchdown. Likes of Lucas Gunkel, Chase Robinson, Braden Gilbert, Jake Karstensen, Dominic Brom. Or just a list of talented players that came into this season with so much promise, and then, you know, we've been calling the Centennial League the meat grinder league. I mean, you get the likes of Cherry Creek and Valor and Grandview, the top team in the state right now, just to name 3 teams there, but you can put Oberlin in there. You can just keep running down the line. But the Jeffco League with Ralston Valley and Pomona and Bear Creek and Lakewood and Chatfield. And not everybody in the league is going to make it. And they had a rough run in league play. And so they're playing their last game of the season here. From their own 29, Douglas County will start after the touchdown by Chatfield, and rope rule, direct snap, and falls forward to about the 32. Matt Gator wrestle him down.
Conrad Bristol and others brought him down at the 31, 7-8.
So the ball just outside the 31-yard line here, gain of 2, and Rule and the Huskies will go from the pistol set here again. Quickly up to the line, that up tempo, and he's going to keep it himself. And again, a huge hole on the read option now, and the race is on down this near side. Can Rule outrun everyone? Good tackle that time, and Odell came back and got him at about the 10-yard line. Now they're going to give Johnson. Yeah, I'll run all the way down to the 10-yard line there that time. It is 59 yards. Ball at the 31-yard line. Well done, Phil. 59. Faster on math than I am. 2:18 to go here, and just like that, there is, well, and give Mitchell Johnson credit there. He will make the tackle. I thought that it was Odell that came all the way back over. It was actually Johnson. Up to the 8-yard line. Everybody's going to keep an eye on what number 11's doing out there, though. That's for sure. 59-yard run. Each time he's pulled the ball out, he has had huge holes to go run through right up the middle of that defense. Somebody's missing an assignment out there defensively, because he's not running by anybody. He just turned it on the Jets. From the 8, Rubino going to get it here. A little counter play off to the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown. J.P. Rubino with the touchdown run from 8 yards out. Nifty design that time. It looks like they're going to run an option to the left side, and then Rubino kind of reversed his field, and Rule hands it off to him, and it works like a counter play, but if you're really watching where the ball is at, the flow of the offense, it's a cutback play, and that counter play, you get the defense to start flowing toward where it looks like the football is going. Yeah, he actually goes in motion right before the snap to the left side and then comes back, and a well-designed counter play. Douglas County calls timeout here with 1:28 left to go. The extra point upcoming, but maybe deciding if they're going to go for 2 here. Get it to 17. 3-possession game. Worth a thought. Rule with a couple of touchdown runs. J.P. Rubino with his first run tonight for a touchdown. Well, they're going to go for just the kick for 1. It's an 18-point game. Still a 3-possession game, but at some point you'd have to go for 2 in there. Snap is a little high.
The extra point is no
Parks
good.
missed it.
28 left in the first half.
It's a 19-point lead, and now you'd have to go for 2 twice. And then for the field goal. So that didn't work out the way that where the head coach Gene Hill was hoping, I don't think. Strategizing over on the far side after taking a timeout. Get a look at the extra point. I keep saying a replay. Folks can't see it. Oh, he just hooked it. Boy, he got the foot all over it that time, but yanked it. I guess in golf terms. I've been there. So 39-20, and the kick away to the far side and out of bounds. Chatfield will be happy to take it at their own 35-yard line. They've got a minute 28 to do something with it here. But remember, Chatfield's been in this position before where they've had a lead like this and it's dissolved. And I think Douglas County aware of that. That's why the timeout before the point after try. I think, well, we maybe go for 2 and make it keep it a 3-possession game, but just have 2 touchdowns and a field goal that would tie things up. And showing what their offense is showing, they are gashing the Chargers with that read option when Rule keeps it. Chatfield hasn't quite figured that one out yet, so they could get right back into this one very quickly, but it also hinges on the defense for the Huskies because Chargers don't show any signs of slowing down. Offensively, they've really been able to put together some nice drives. Chatfield's going to make them kick it again. Well, I actually like that option. Make everybody run down there and do it again. Must be getting close to winter time. All the flies are moving very slowly. Kick to the far side. The up man's going to take that.
Bounding kick is returned
and
up
takes it to about the 35-yard line. Either that or I got Mr. Miyagi sitting next to me. Flick of the finger and he just knocked the fly out.
First and 10. Chatfield at its 40.
Oh, my apologies. I put it at the 40-yard line. I'm looking at the wrong line there. Well, they got the extra 5 on the kickoff there. They would have been at the 35 and backed him up 5, made him kick it, got it to 40. Winkler looking, throw here to the slot man on the left side.
Number 13,
fall forward to about the 50-yard line, and
number 2, Michael McRae running him down.
Jake Winkler with the catch. Sophomore Jack with the catch from big brother senior Kyle. That connection, we've seen 3 catches tonight. But they're hanging out in the backyard. 10-yard pickup, first down and 10. Twins either side. They're into their 2-minute offense here. Winkler going to shift Aycock to the left side. Winkler looks, and the wheel route to Aycock out of the backfield now. And he is hit and driven backward. Forward progress will get him to the 46. And a timeout called by Chatfield. Stop the clock. 1:09 to go here, and we'll still have 2 timeouts left.
Timeout with 69 seconds left in the half.
A little clock management going here. Gain of 3. It sets up a 2nd down and 7 coming up. A state playoffs rolling here this weekend, and again for these teams we've had a chance to watch Chatfield. We've had a chance to watch Douglas County as well on Streaming Sports. And for all the disappointments there might be, I think once the 2 teams had the ball at least once, you kind of forget about the disappointment that you might have had for the season. Now you're just down to playing a little football here. Winkler flush from the pocket. He's got room to run down that left side. Look at all the green out in front of him. He'll step out at about the 34-yard line. Everybody was running a go route. That was designed for him to pick up big yardage and get out of bounds and stop the clock. 13 yards there. Took them all of 6 seconds almost. I think the clock had stopped with 1:09 left to go. Winkler looks left, steps up in the pocket, throws over there, caught, out of bounds over near the first down marker over there, but it'll stop the clock. Braden Gilbert with the catch. They got 9, 2nd and 1 coming up, 52 seconds left in the first half. Winkler's all by himself in the backfield now. 5 in the pattern. Winkler's going to keep it himself. Leans and spins forward to about the 17, and they'll stop the clock because it's a first down. Quickly gets him up to the line.
Ball near the 17, innovate, first and 10 for Chatfield.
Right back to work. Are they going to spike it here? No, plenty of time. You're set up, you're ready to go. Got a play called. Winkler rolls to the right side. Still rolling, looks to the back of the end zone. The throw, it is tipped. Miller got a finger on that one and tipped it. That is a tough throw, though. You had Gilbert down here, but it was Miller that got his hand up in the air and tipped it. Boy, that's a dangerous, dangerous pass. There's a flag down in the backfield. Play took a little while to develop, and Chatfield is marching backwards. That's one you probably just throw away. Yep, Miller was right there, but I'm telling you, you had 2 receivers and 3 defenders down there.
The penalty puts the ball on the Douglas County 27.
Ball back to the 27 here.
Chatfield.
36 seconds left to go. First and 20, although time more of a factor than downs here. Winkler's by himself again. Stops where he was trying to set up the screen. They do get it. Aycock's got it here on the left side. Tackled from behind down to the 22-yard line.
Number 99, Hunter Morrison brought him down.
Hunter Morrison, from his down lineman position, did a good job to read the screen. He had two linemen chasing after Winkler there. He turned around and was surprised there was somebody in his face. Ah, boy, a roughing the passer penalty.
The flag was back at the 45.
Justin Gentry whistled for popping Kyle Winkler there after he let go of the football. So now with 28 seconds left, you're down at the 11-yard line. It's an automatic first down. Winkler, delayed draw for the quarterback, steps aside. He is tackled forward to about the 3-yard line. Boy, he is getting popped down there. Just helped up Miller. Douglas County called timeout to try to stop things here with.
It'll be 2nd and 3.5 at the 4.5.
Oh, Chatfield. My apologies. Just trying to figure out why Douglas County would call timeout with 17 seconds left. At this point, with Chatfield having the football at the 4, though, your defense is back on their heels. They'll take the opportunity to talk, but Chatfield just trying to stop the clock. You've got at least 2 plays that you can run here. Maybe you could squeeze 3 out. You're still running on the ground one time, but then you're not going to get your field goal unit out there in time if that's what you're thinking, unless you throw an incomplete pass. So a lot of options here on 2nd down and 3, actually, from the 4-yard line. They can get a first down at the 1. Let's see what they have in mind. Winkler, keep it himself, roll to the left side, tough throw, go to the back of the end zone, touchdown. All by himself down there. Miller lost contact with him. And Gilbert with the catch. Coming across the field, staying with his quarterback there. The 4-yard touchdown pass. Kyle Winkler finds Braden Gilbert. And the 2 seniors connect, and now it's 45-20. With the extra point maybe upcoming. One more Charger needs to get out there.
Is on the TD catch was number 6, Braden Gilbert.
Oh, I see where Gilbert came from. Gilbert was in the slot and ran essentially a flag route, a diagonal route. It wasn't even a drag route. He was just trying to run to the corner of the end zone. And suddenly he ran by Luke Miller, they were back in a zone, the Huskies were, and Miller, he blew right by him, and there's no way he's going to catch up to him. He threw his hands up like, whose guy is that? The extra point by Beckham-Ayers, and it's 46-20 with 11 seconds left to go. Everybody getting in on the scoring parade. Odell's got a couple of touchdowns. Aycock with 1, Kyle Winkler with 1, and now Braden Gilbert with the catch from Kyle Winkler. More folks filing in the student section. I like to see the student section down there. A lot of other people. I think the 6 o'clock start actually made things Kind of tough for folks to get here.
Squibber along the sidelines.
Depending on where you're traveling from, it is tough enough to get on 6th Avenue and go westbound in the evenings.
7 Kyle Newsom in the area for the Huskies. Who have a first and 10 of their 23.
That's the way I took. I actually took 285 and went north on Kipling all the way up. I'd come out of the tech center. Made decent time. Try to do that on a Friday. It'll cost you an extra 20 minutes, though. From the tech center all the way up here to Jeffco at Kipling and 6th. Thursday, not so bad. First down and 10 for Douglas County here from their own 23-yard line with 7 seconds left to go. So, is it the old Hail Mary? I imagine they would try to take a shot here, although you got to be careful. And Rule just going to go ahead and go down.
Inside the 10-yard line.
That Gator got by his man and finished it off, and Rule said, nope, I'm just going to hold on to it here, make sure I'm not back in the end zone when it happens. As he gets sacked back at the 9-yard line, and we're going at the half, try to figure things out in the meantime for Chatfield.
Number 18. That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
And apparently a personal foul against Chatfield, but it'll be assessed on the kickoff after intermission. Got about a 15-minute break here, then we'll come back with you. 46-20. Chatfield with a big lead here on Douglas County in the cross-bracket game, Week 10 here of high school football on Stream It Sports.